Hello, welcome back to Die 20, playing their first campaign on here. A new campaign, Neverwinter Eternal. Everyone's cheering, fireworks in the street. There's a parade somewhere in Peru, don't know why. Peru. But they're having a grand old time. Nothing to do with this, James, don't worry. It's nothing to do with this. And so welcome. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. Let us know if you're enjoying it. And over to Damo the DM. I ain't got a name for you.
I think mine was better.
I don't really. I think
definitely less awkward, but sure.
I didn't have to write it down. I looked at the camera. I had excitement in my voice. I got a cheer.
Oh, damn, you're being fulfilled.
I organised balloons. I left them in the shop, but I bought balloons.
You organised a parade in Peru?
Yeah, they don't know about it, but
look, I write and tell the story. I don't do that bit. Right.
I'm not good at like ad-libbing on the spot.
Say weird things. Shit. That's how I work.
Give me a script.
All right, next time I'll write a script and someone has to read it. But you have to write exactly how I wrote it. Pauses.
Yeah.
Just like that. Welcome to Neverwinter Eternal.
Oh wait, I can do that. That's absolutely fine.
You have to read everything that's written, even if there's something slightly dodgy and racist in there.
Or stage direction.
Oh, no one said no. That's bad. Guys.
I think we could all take a go each week and just make it more and more derailed each time.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, everyone has a go and we're just going to not do that ever again.
Yeah.
So, last session, all those weeks ago,
AMCs.
You all began your journey at your respective taverns, inns. You were all summoned to Lyra at the Blades. You all met, first of all, a very grumpy dwarf who bowed you all into a little waiting room where you all finally, after a long time planning, met each other's characters. You were taken in to see Lyra. She... Words.
She said words.
She then pulled out the notes that you found after you let your quarries escape in your original session ones. I didn't let him do shit. Shut up. Ran off. The only thing that connected all three of your separate parties was one symbol shared on all three notes. After chatting with Lyra, you learned that basically they knew fuck all about this. But what she did do is give you various leads. She gave you Brother Anthus at the House of Knowledge. She gave you Corvin Duscan, a fence and local informant to the Blades at the Iron Flagon Inn. And she gave you the name of Rendra, a exotic animal trader. You left. You decided to go to the House of Knowledge first, stopping on the way for a bit of lunch. Bit of chat. Some introductions were made. You met Bill, John's brother.
He was a delight.
He was a delight.
Back to work.
Magda scared the living shit out of him, and then off he went.
Yeah. Cool.
I mean, she was pretty scary.
She was.
You had some lunch, and then you made your way to the House of Knowledge, and we ended the session with you arriving at the steps leading up to the House of Knowledge.
Cool.
I've lost my notes. So, Rin, as you know, the House of Knowledge The House of Knowledge is a grand library temple located within the Protector's Enclave. This towering structure of stone and glass is dedicated to Ogma, the god of knowledge. Its impressive architecture includes high arch windows, that let in the morning light, casting multicolored reflections across marble floors. As you approach the House of Knowledge, it looms before you. An architectural marvel set amid all these other buildings around it, and this one building seems to shine out cleaner and brighter than the rest. You see majestic columns supporting a high arched roof, these huge broad steps that lead up to its grand entrance, tall stained glass windows stretch from floor to ceiling. As you walk up the steps and approach the main double doors, is there anything any of you would like to do?
No, I can imagine I'd be leading the way because I already know most.
Mm-hmm.
Can I look at the windows?
Mm-hmm. What are you looking for?
Dirt.
Dirt.
I kind of
Roll
knew that was
me-
going to be a thing.
Yeah,
Like I'm kind of interested in the pictures, but I'm also looking to
So
see
roll
how...
me an investigation.
Shit. I launched off the table. That wasn't very good. That would be a 7.
It looks clean.
Good. Am I taking out anything depicted on the windows, or
So the windows themselves, roll me a history.
history? That's a bit better. 13.
I thought you could get 8.
Oh, 8.
13, yeah. So you don't recognize everything that's on these windows, but you see various depictions of the same person, either reading or teaching or lecturing in various situations depicted throughout the stained glass on these windows that you would know enough to realize if this place is dedicated to Ogma, it's probably Ogma within the stained glass. And it is just various depictions of the same man from like writing, teaching, lecturing. And it's all the same thing. It's always, you see this sort of figure in these long robes holding an open book, reading to masses wherever he is.
Okay. So he's like knowledge Jesus.
No.
No.
He's reading to masses, you know? Give a man a book and he can read to
Read 5,000 times.
10,000. Yeah.
Yeah, you can know 10,000 kids.
He can know 10,000 things.
You can feed
Yes.
people with a book.
I'm just going to quickly hand to
Awesome.
the
That's
house rule stock. No talking about Jesus.
Hey, Jesus.
Who dared?
Jesus.
Hey, Zeus.
So yeah, you come to the top of the stairs and you see these doors, which are partially open. These huge, intricately carved, sort of the same depictions as the windows across these huge oak doors, so like standing like 20 feet high above you. Are you guys heading straight inside, or?
Yeah, I'm just walking in.
Yeah.
Is there like a reception area, or is it like a library would normally be, or how does it look as we enter?
As you enter, is there anything anyone would like to do outside?
I'm going
Before we
to pull
enter.
back on Risen and Race coats and pull them back before they go in the doors.
Okay, so the rest of you head inside, and Risen and Wraith, you feel this like tugging at your coattails.
Turn around.
Everything okay?
What was all that about?
Also, what about?
What did he do to me?
Healed you.
It's a
Green.
spell.
He
Healed?
was worried. Yeah.
Is that what that feels like?
Yeah, he was trying to help.
Oh.
Don't think you understood.
I've never felt that feeling. It's weird.
It's not a bad thing.
Good.
I mean, oh, so it was a nice thing.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's how we meant it.
Yeah, this is a nice group of people. He wouldn't have meant it in a bad way.
Oh, now I just feel a bit like bad. Is that yeah? Give me a second. Could I look around for a stone? About like
Yeah, just any.
Just a stone.
So yeah, you look around and there's nothing on the ground. Like this is regularly swept. This entryway is kept clear. What you do see is there's like a small rockery either side with like these perfect little, almost polished white stones just lining these
I'm
rockeries.
I'm going to try and pilfer one very, very stealthily if I can.
All right, roll me sleight of hand.
Oh, shit. That's a 6.
That's a 6. You go to stealthily steal one, and you do not. You just literally you pick it up, and you're like holding it in the air whilst you're looking around. Like,
at this point, I think she'll make a show
there is
of it.
no guards. There is no guards. There is no one outside. So actually, you look around and you go, "Oh, it don't fucking matter."
See that stealth I just did? That was amazing. No one saw me.
No one was looking, sweetie.
Yeah, no, what they couldn't look because they couldn't shoot me inside. And then I'm just gonna get behind Wraith again, but I'm gonna get out one of my the pen I use for my book, or whatever it's called, pencil thing, and I'm just gonna start drawing on it as we're walking in. I'm kind of holding on, I'm like linked arms with Wraith as I'm walking, drawing. So I'm just looking down now.
And you're heading in, yeah.
Yep.
Cool. So as you enter, the air is filled with the faint scent of old parchment and ink, adding to just the atmosphere of this place. Like as you walk in, there is just rows and rows. Like Rin, you're sort of used to this, but the rest of you,
every time I walk in, I like take that like sort of book smell in.
Yeah, and it is a very sort of like musty smell, but it is also mixed with this like. They obviously try their hardest to keep this place clean and spick and span, and the people who work here, that is a whole big part of their job, is like order and cleanliness. And
that's how you get library lung, dude.
Will have Jacqueline been here? Yeah,
I don't know. Would Jacqueline have been here with Rin, or is this something he would have just left Rin to sort of do?
I would say that he has been, but he mostly just hangs around,
waits for me to finish.
basically. Yeah.
I'm like slapping it. Like, you guys fucking smell the knowledge, mate.
But waits inside because it's slightly more interesting. So
yeah,
he has had a little look around himself.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you see this like main
I also
hall.
go to like Magnus. Like, I'm sorry, though. It's a bit dusty.
Well,
it's good dust though. It's knowledge. It's knowledge. It's good dust.
I can assure you that the dust is not good for the books. My grandmother definitely taught me different, but that's fine. I can put up with it.
Indara sneezes.
I look at her in great concern and pull out a pristine white hanky from my bag and offer it to her.
Which Indara accepts and blows her nose very loudly.
Oh, bless you.
Please just hand it back.
You can. I don't want that one. No. Thank you very much.
All right, and then she shoves it up her sleeve.
I just curl my lip at her in absolute disgust.
As you blow your nose, like this main hall is vast and it is quiet.
Not anymore.
Like you see bookshelves, you see it. This whole place is lined with bookshelves, like curved, straight columns and columns and columns of bookshelves that just reach to the ceiling, crammed with like books, manuscripts, tomes. As you blow, it literally echoes from about 60 different places around this hall. And you watch as everybody who's currently like this just starts to look around at where that noise has just come from.
The music stopped
Does it
at
make a
that
book fall
perfect
off a
time as
shelf?
well. No, it just went quiet as you looked around. It was the most awkward moment I've seen.
Nice.
Indara doesn't care.
We did that on purpose.
So you see, now looking around, you see there is everything in this place, from like little study tables to like little cozy reading nooks built into the windows and the arches in between the columns. Like there are groups of people sort of hushily talking over books. There are people reading on their own. You see, Rin, you will know these people, but you see a group of sort of
Attendants?
Closely adorned, like people who all look kind of the same, just sort of filtering silently around the place, just tied in as they go, taking books off tables where people have left them, and you gather these are probably the priests of Ogma who tend to the library.
Is there like a central like desk thing for, like, I'm thinking like a reception or something like that?
Yeah, as you sort of head into this hall, you see like one big curved desk sort of at the front, facing the front door. And behind it, you see an elderly man, sort of adorned in these white and blue robes that sort of trail down to the floor, scribbling away on a piece of parchment. Rin, you immediately recognize this man as Brother Anthus.
Also, I wander up to him. It's like, hello, like, I'm trying to be respectful. Hello, Brother Anthus.
Yeah, as I finishes writing, hello, Rin. You're not down to work today.
No, so I've actually, I sort of gesture to everyone behind me. I'm on a mission.
A mission?
Yeah.
What, from God?
Well, yes, as well, but well, not Ogma, but a different god. Oh, no, there's a lot of gods, you know that. So it's from. Do you know about the Neverwinter blades?
I mean, everybody knows. You're not.
Yeah. Jackerin too.
I stood roughly behind him, and I also point to my insignia.
And this is the team.
What? Your team? You're in charge?
Yeah. Well, no. I think it's a bit more of a democracy, but we're a team. I'm in a team.
It's fantastic news.
Stood behind him with a clean cloth, just gently dusting at the books that are on the table, very carefully.
Please be careful, dear.
Oh, I'm sorry. I do know how to do this. They're ever so dusty. I'm so sorry.
He sort of watches what you're doing, and are you like taking care and sort of?
Oh yes, I'm wiping in one direction. I'm holding them very carefully, and I'm not going to go into full nerd mode because I am not at work. I'm doing the right things.
I was just checking. He looks over and sees you do it, and he's like, well, maybe your friend could come and volunteer.
Yeah, listen, is there somewhere we could maybe talk privately?
Yeah, like quite like.
What's the matter? I thought you just.
It's Blade's business.
I'd speak in an even lower register. It's like it's regarding a fella called Thalazar.
You see, like. At the register of like the name of Thalazar, you watch as like Brother Anthus' face. It goes through this like very quick range of emotions, and it's almost like worry to sadness to confusion. And this is all as he's like standing up from his seat, and he's right, okay. Follow me. And he like comes around the desk and starts to head off down through the stacks of the bookshelves.
Coming in, team.
I sidle up next to you and I'm like, mate, stop calling them team.
Why? They're our team.
Makes you sound like you're the leader.
Oh, no, I don't mean that.
Yeah, well, just,
Right.
Just fanboying.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm part of something bigger than me.
You know?
Are you all following Brother Anthus through the shelves, yeah?
Yeah.
So yeah, he leads you like through a stack of shelves and then round and then through another lot, and he leads you into a sort of secluded study room towards the back of the hall. On the way, you pass this like small sanctum. You see it's these like open doors, and you see inside this statue at the back with like some pews in front, and you realise this is obviously some sort of like small sanctum dedicated to Ogma, where if you did, you could offer prayers and seek guidance within. You lead straight past that, and he leads you straight into this secluded study room at the back, and it's sort of this sliding doors, and he ushers you all in, closes the doors behind you. You see the walls are lined with more shelves, more dusty books, more dusty tomes. Like the floors are clean, the tables are clean, the actual bookcases themselves are clean, but all of the books and everything in there are still quite dusty, and there's still that musty smell mixed with this sort of like clean smell. Like it's very weird, especially for you, Magda.
I am
because
now.
it's almost to you. It's like, oh, they tried.
I'm now stood with my hands clasped very tightly in front of me, with the cloth I've been using to dust like balled up in one hand, like I'm like white knuckling it, just stood there, just looking at clean tables and not at the dirty books.
Indara pulls out her used handkerchief and sneezes again.
As you do, you just see dust rise off like a stack of books right next to you.
Perfectly flat, just up and down again.
You see in the middle of this room this is obviously just used for study. So there's this sort of large oak table, and there are no windows in here. It's completely covered with bookshelves. So there's just multiple sort of like oil lamps flickering above that cast this glow across the rest of the room. And Brother Anthus sits at the table and ushers the rest of you to sit down with him.
I'm going to sit. I'm going to pull my chair out very, very carefully and quietly, and I'm going to do the same for Indara before she can scrape the legs on the floor.
I'm gonna stand.
You're going to stand?
Yeah, I'm going to stand.
Indara will flop into the chair.
But I do
You do the chair just sort of...
I get behind. I get behind Jackarin a little bit, and I put my knee into the back of his knee pit.
Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to have her flip the chair around and do a full Riker maneuver and just sit on the deck.
This early on, you're going full Riker?
But like, man spreading.
Yup.
So yeah, you spin your chair around, you just sort of bam, bam, ready.
I gave her the stinkiest side eye.
He looks across the table at Jackarin and yourself, Rin. Well, what is this about?
Well, we've. Do you know Lyra?
From the Blade, yes. She uses us to seek knowledge.
We've all come together in like 3 little segments. And you probably better speaking of these 3. It's Risen, Luna, and Wraith, because they had more like closer interaction with Falazar. So
you see, like as you mention the name Falazar again, his face almost takes this sadness to it, and I tell you what, roll me an insight. Anyone?
I was just about to say, yeah. I want to check this guy's face out.
Oh my god, I'm changing dice.
Right, this
Ooh,
dice
lovely.
really
Right.
23.
I'm going to use these for the first time.
22.
I'm not playing.
Actually, am I wasting a roll?
I'm not playing anymore. I'll quit.
Two sixes in a row. I'm not having it.
But look.
Oh.
Whoa! What's that little sexy little beast?
I want that for my birthday as well.
Will get it for me.
I want one.
Oh,
And I
Jackie
got-
Jones, he's a keeper.
Isn't he?
Where he plays football.
Oh, get out. You die. 1d4 psychic damage.
I got a 10.
There's a lot of books in here, Rafe.
14.
You're like, fuck.
He's not much of a reader.
Anyone that rolled sort of above a 15, you notice this sadness within Anthus's face, and it's not like an I'm sad, it's almost like a remembrance of someone fond. Someone at some point that he was close to.
That was his boy.
Oh boy.
And he's like, look, I regret to inform all of you, but same thing I told Lyra when she came knocking. Nalazar's gone. And there's no way he could be back. I saw it.
What did you see? Sorry, what did you see?
It's a long story, but back in our younger years, we were both members of the Blades.
You were a member of the Blades?
Back when Alariac first formed, yes. And Salazar and myself, we were sent on a mission. Without going into too many details, it was dangerous. Salazar was always hungry for more, and ultimately it led to his downfall. And
what exactly was his downfall? I don't know. I mean, do you mind talking about this? I don't want to bring up any horrible memories for you or nothing.
There was... The Blades has long stood to stop not just threats within Neverwinter, but potential threats to the coast, to the realm itself. This was a time where the Blades was fresh, and Alariac wanted the name to be known, that we'd protect, and we were sent to find something called the Forge Infernum within Avernus.
In Avernus?
Yes.
The Forge, what was it?
Infernum.
He's literally, he's writing this in his book as well. In Avernus.
This forge, it's the stuff of scrolls and tomes and bard songs, said to possess the power to bind souls to machinery and capable of creating constructs of war. And Alariac had heard that somebody else was trying to find it. It was worried and sent us to essentially check it over and make sure that nobody was trying to reactivate and use this.
I mean...
Did you find it?
We did. And it was impressive. Our only mission, really, was to head in and sabotage so it could never be fully restored again. As I say, Salazar always yearned for more. It was one of his more defining qualities. He wanted to learn, he wanted more, but when we found the forge, Salazar he saw, I think, the potential to use the forge for the Blades, for himself. He was always so interested in Warforged and augments, and he wondered if there was that perfect balance of the two. If we could create something more from a living race. And I think he saw that the Forge as a way to complete this, maybe. When we went to destroy the Forge, I don't know, something changed. I know. Fuck. Something.
A fucking band going by the window. Shut the window.
Something changed. Something. Not snapped, but this hunger and this yearning for something more filled Salazar, and he tried to reactivate the forge, and well, we're still not entirely sure what went wrong, but he was essentially swallowed by the fires of Avernus, and
Well, now that's irony. Well, you said he was hungry, but then he was swallowed.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think
he lets out like.
I am genuine. I don't get why Grenus just laughed. Just frowning at him like, it's not funny. Someone
No,
died.
it's like it's juxtaposition of words and stuff. It's quite clever that you noticed it. It's fun, yeah. But probably not appropriate for how somber the story is.
Well, no,
Sorry,
I just
sorry.
meant it sounded like he was hungry, and well, I always recommend having a full breakfast.
It's okay. It's okay.
Who,
It's been a long time.
Who made the forge in the first place?
And we're not sure. It's always been a part of Avernus. Could have
Well, probably devils and stuff.
been any of the lords.
Well, you were sent. Why were you sent there by the blades? Was using it, or
Alaric had learned that somebody else was intending to seek out the forge, so sent us to sabotage.
Do you know who that was? Yeah, the other party.
We were not privy.
Oh.
The Blades maintains a balance, and
Do the Blades keep records of all this stuff?
believe so, maybe. Though after Thalazar's recklessness, I not only took him, but the rest of our team, and I made it out alone. I certainly wrote a handwritten account that was given over.
What skills did you bring to your group?
I looked after.
Yeah.
Made sure they all stayed alive.
yeah, I get that.
Ironically.
Is it how you made it out then? I don't know very much about Avernus, but I understand it's quite a dangerous place, isn't it? Making it out on your own?
Luck. And I was rather skillful back in my youth.
was there?
Not much else to it, dear.
I mean, at the forge, was there anyone else there
No,
apart from you?
no, just us.
Did it look like it had been used?
No, it was dormant, and I mean, the mission was to make it there before anyone else did, so I presume we did.
I give Rin a nudge, and I go, show him the symbol.
Oh yeah. So I take one of the. No, I've actually copied it into my notebook.
Mm-hmm.
Do you recognise this? Well, I hand him actually the notebook. I just hand it over.
He sort of looks over it, and you watch as like his finger sort of traces it a few times, as if he's trying to like jog a memory or just find some sort of familiarity within it. I mean, even I'm surprised, but it's not one I'm familiar with.
Insight check.
Mm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not buying that.
You're gonna do the same.
Yeah, roll for
With a
fun.
different dice.
23.
Oh!
I believe it.
20.
Dirty 20 and a 23.
Never mind.
I think
17 and a never mind.
I think it's completely genuine.
No, I'm not. I'm just rolling for fun now. I'm not playing.
Yes, same.
I got
Dirty
19.
20, 17, 23. Did you get a 19?
No, that was like my 8th roll. I'm just doing it for fun now.
Oh, okay. He is.
This is how you roll.
There is no sign of deception within this man. Like especially Indara with your 23, like you are focused on every twitch of the eyebrow, every like sort of muscle movement around the jaw, and there is no sign of deception within this man.
Do you also recognise the names, maybe, Malathor and Ralagar? Or are they just what sounds?
Not to my knowledge. No, sorry.
Have you ever met a Kenku?
I've
Not ever.
met a few in my time, dear. Yes. Why?
Well, one of those was a Kenku.
Malathor.
Malathor. John's just looking back in her notes.
But quite skilled. It's magic, actually. Never seen a Kenku who could do magic.
That is strange.
You got, maybe
could
you
also
guys
right.
fill him in with what was going on when you whatever went down with Falazar. Maybe it might.
You believe you've met him?
We do.
Oh wait, I didn't.
And it almost fits with what you're saying with the forge kind of activating and then going wrong, because he looked to me, and I don't know if the other two agree with it, he looked part Warforged. At least one arm from what we could see. He wasn't.
And he had a
fully-
jetpack.
Yeah, jetpack Warforged arm.
What? A jetpack Warforged arm.
Yeah.
His blood was
And
black.
guns.
Sorry, dear.
His blood was black.
It's the way you said that.
You said it so perfectly.
It was so General Taker. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, he had a jetpack Warforged arm and his blood was black, which fits with this Forge Infernum that you just told us about that he seemed interested in using.
Is Lyra smart and clever and as she is and within her, this cannot be him. This is the same thing I told her. I watched him die. I watched the flames engulf him. I watched him scream out for help.
Yeah, but I mean, what if?
How does the Forge work?
The Forge bonds a soul.
I don't know. I left and got out of there.
Do you not think it's beyond how this world works that something might have happened? Are you, even what we're talking about now, do you 100% believe that he's gone? Bearing in mind you were in the hells.
If the Forge works by binding souls to machinery, it makes sense that there has to be some kind of deconstruction before the reconstruction, surely.
You watch as he grabs the amulet on his chest, which is like the symbol of Ogma, and he's, I believe, in facts and what is seen. And I saw him die.
But don't you also believe, in honor of knowledge, that you need to change your mind and opinion when presented with more information?
Roll me a persuasion.
Not great. 13.
You're only level 3. You watch as he sort of he looks at you and like his head cocks slightly, and you watch as like his eyes water slightly. I've replayed it a million times.
Oh, I understand.
If he is alive and Salazar was hungry for more, but he was never bad.
How long ago did you see him?
It was 15 years ago.
15.
Can I just clarify something? Oh, well, two things. One, I'm sensing he wasn't hungry for food.
No, dear.
And that being so, what is it exactly that he wanted? What was it that he was looking for?
Salazar, he wanted to know how everything worked. He yearned for the answers to questions that we probably all ask ourselves on a daily basis. The purpose of life. He was one of the most gifted engineers, artificers I have ever met. But whatever knowledge he gained was never enough. He always wanted to know more. When Dagult started to rebuild the city, part of his new Neverwinter initiative was to use Warforged as the backbone to help rebuild the city, to rebuild the docks, to work the docks. And this worked well, but Salazar was so interested in how they worked. Not quite automatonic, not quite machine, but something else, and believed there was more. And they were so close to us, but yet so far away in his mind, he became almost obsessed with bridging that gap.
You don't think the obsession could have maybe led him in the wrong direction?
Maybe.
Do you believe that the Forge was able to bond a soul to a machine then?
It didn't work. He turned it on, it malfunctioned, they died.
Yeah, but you said it malfunctioned. If it functioned properly, do you not think that it would work?
You did say yourself you didn't know how it worked. What made you think it malfunctioned?
The question would be more, where do the souls come from that are bound to the machines?
This is Avernus. If Avernus has anything, dear, it's souls.
Right, so if the machine killed your friend, is it possible it took his soul and placed it into a machine?
And then used it.
But if this is who you are talking about, if this is, and he looks at yourself, Luna, and Arisen and Wraith, if this is who you think you saw, this is not Salazar. This is not the man I knew. He was a good man.
Years in hell would change a person.
Well, if it has, what I can say is be careful. Because if this is him, and he has changed, and you are planning to confront him, then I don't think you know what you're confronting.
I think he could be dangerous.
One of the most gifted people I've ever worked with.
He did try to kill us.
Fair point.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look over to Risen and just kind of point to one of the scars across my arm, like.
I'm gonna
gave you that.
I'll be like, what was it? What was it again that he was actually doing?
In what respect?
Taking the Warforged from the docks
Right.
and shipping them out. We don't know where.
He was
just
pulling them
found
apart.
shipping them out.
And then you said they had funky eyes compared to normal Warforged.
Yeah, the one that we followed had green eyes or something.
Yeah.
Well, have you considered that he might have been building this bridge for the gap?
Fucking hell.
What was the gap?
Well, Brother Answer said that he was trying to bridge a gap.
So it's
Maybe he's
metaphorical.
just.
It's metaphorical.
Luna's going to walk out the
It's
room.
trying
I really love your faces.
to try and connect Warforged souls and how it
Jesus
all works.
Christ.
It's trying to understand, not physically build a bridge. No.
Well, if he'd said metaphorically bridge the gap, then I probably would have understood.
Look,
I know. I feel like sometimes
Don't worry, I can go.
you don't pick up on a cues, but like I said, you can always ask, and we're never going to place any sort of judgment on you for.
Well, I did ask, and now I feel quite judged. But thank you.
Well,
Indara is just sitting in her chair grinning.
not at all. It's just
Like, this is Indara's life.
not everyone can understand.
Dora's so used to this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that we have to drag this up. Obviously, I know it's upsetting, but you know, if he's as dangerous as say he is, if it is him, then you know, there's a lot of people in danger.
Can you
Is there
give us a
anyone-
little bit of insight on how he was, and maybe he's got something we can appeal to make him not instantly attack us or something like that?
I mean,
We could dress
There's a
up like
man.
Warforged.
So,
maybe. I mean, the man
Ops.
that you have described and the man I knew sound like, if they are the same person, two very vastly different people.
Did he have any family?
No, that's what brought him to Neverwinter in the first place. It's just him. And then us, and
Who were the other members of your team?
I'd rather not.
Fair enough. No, of course, I don't want to press it.
This is wound enough.
God, I think
Is,
we should leave him be.
is there anyone you could point us in the direction of within the House of Knowledge that might know something more in depth about Warforged or potentially about insignias and symbols?
Or anywhere in Neverwinter, really.
I mean, and you now notice that the whole time you've been sat there, he's been consistently tracing this hand with the wreath of fire in the eye. Does anyone want to roll me Arcana?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I will.
I'll roll it.
I got
Yeah, I get it.
Am I good at that? 10.
Not bad. 14
Oh.
for me.
16. A 14 plus 2.
Oh man, I'm going to use that dice and hope for the best.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a 6.
A 6. Cool.
Yep.
I'm glad we waited for that.
All on the edge of our seats.
Not smart, sorry.
What did Luna get? Did you roll?
Oh no, I'm outside. I'm wiping my hands across the dusty books and skipping around where the books are.
Did you leave after the bridge comment?
Yeah, I did leave. Yeah. I'm just going across all the dusty books and just doing that and drawing pictures on the books.
Dicks.
Yeah, occasionally a few dicks. Yeah.
It's the Vulva Revolution, guys.
So anyone that rolled above a 14,
That's so good.
you now notice that where Anthus, for sort of the last 5-10 minutes as you've been talking, has been tracing his finger, you see the edges of this symbol are now growing this sort of faint, like ever so faint bluish hue.
This is in my notebook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool.
So it's just been on the table and his hand has been on it the entire time you've been talking, and he's just tracing around and around and around. And you see that now it just these faint traces. And if you weren't paying attention and you weren't looking closely, you wouldn't notice. And as you sort of ask him to point you in the way, he stops and his hand slaps the paper. So there's no need. I've searched our entire archives. This is not something we're familiar with. This is unsettling. This is old. Ancient, even. And almost deliberately obscured. Past that, I can find nothing concrete within the House of Knowledge.
And there's no one in town who has ancient and obscure arcane knowledge.
No one above board.
Don't say anywhere. Well, I mean, do you know the ones that are under the boards?
I don't personally.
Okay.
Do you know of anyone who is...
who might know them personally? I know it might be going through some tricky avenues, but if it saves people, then I think any course of action
There is
considered.
There is speak, but I do not know of it myself. There is a market of sorts that might deal in something you're looking for.
Well, okay.
What's it called?
Well, I guess there's a lot of names, and a lot is steeped in sort of round the table stories, but the most common heard is the Underveil. Now, I don't know if this is to the Underveil.
Yeah, is it?
Well, no one even knows if it's actually real. This is the thing.
We'll have to ask around, I suppose.
Yeah.
Your best bet would be
It
to...
may not be real.
Yes.
It's probably real.
Good to know.
Your best bet would be to... There's an inn. It's called the Iron Flagon.
Oh yeah.
Sort of a seedy type.
Don't you free?
No, that's not us.
I would know that. No.
No, we're at the Boar.
The Boar?
Is that the one we're at? Is that one?
I'm not there.
It's the Boar. Laid there yet.
The Board.
The board laid there.
Board.
Oh, there we go. Yeah,
But he's not under those boards.
That's my nickname for it. It's the Ball.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice save there, Jones.
You knew what I meant.
No.
We...
Was it the Iron Flagon?
Where Lyra
Yes.
wants us to go.
Your best bet would be to see her.
That's
Somebody
why I
there.
recognise it. Yes.
No, Lyra has already pointed you in that direction.
Yeah,
Different
to see a
reasons, but
contact
yeah.
she has.
See. There's... we will keep looking. Something... Do you mind if I take this?
My book.
No, just the page.
Yeah. It's okay. Yeah.
Insight on Rin.
Are you sure?
I say to him, look, I think he's going to get a bit to remove a page from his book. You just copy it on.
I was about to say, can you just trace it maybe? It's organised
Okay.
and stuff, so.
So you watch as he waves a hand, and you see from like just somewhere in the shelves behind him, just this like quill and this bottle of ink and this parchment just appears in front of him, just sort of like glides across the room and appears on the table in front of him.
Oh, that's fancy.
And he very quickly, he's just like, and it's almost a direct copy of what you've drawn. Like it is almost like he's gone like that on the page and copied yours.
The human photocopier.
As he's doing that, could you maybe look at something else in the archive for us?
What?
Just about the basic workings of Warforged.
I mean, in what way?
Well, have you got like a book with a history of Warforged?
Yeah.
And we can take it out.
We've got many. What are you looking for?
Well, I mean, you would talk, and I'm talking to Ren and stuff. I mean, they were talking about different coloured eyes, and probably that's to do with the magic and stuff.
Yeah, so I mean, just sort of an encyclopedic type book about when they first appeared.
You start with space.
Anything going wrong when they first appeared?
Sort of general overview.
They're Warforged. They're not automatons. They're not programmed to work or do things. They're not made that way. Like each one is different, like us.
Well, yes.
They all have different personalities. Different. They can be tweaked. They can. You say things going wrong is akin to humans going wrong.
But yes, akin to ones that was more inclined towards violence or murder in the same way that there are people more inclined to violence or
most Warforged were originally a tool for war. When they first came around, we got them much after here. They're from a different plane originally. But they were built. They were made to fight a war. After that war ended, they, as a race, they lost their purpose, and they spread. They scattered. And they created personalities of their own.
Is there a finite number of them? Or do they build more of themselves? Or
they can build more themselves. People can build more.
Well, I mean, that forge was used to presumably
in some sort of way, yeah.
The forge.
Maybe there's more like that in other planes.
But the intent was to build more.
Not through the forge. No,
Warforged, I understand you saying.
Warforged don't have souls.
It was like to put our souls in them.
It was
similar stuff.
The forge from text. There are a lot of different texts. Not many have seen the forge in action and wrote it down. But from what we know, the forge didn't create Warforged. That's not what it was for. It was to bind souls with machinery and vice versa. This was used to augment more of fiends and the hellish soldiers and so forth.
I mean, it sounds exactly like what these guys were describing, to be honest, yeah.
Maybe.
I think, and as I gesture to the rest of the group, that we've taken enough of your time and brought up some horrible memories.
There was, and you do watch as like a little smile comes across his face, and he said there was good memories as well.
I mean, you can share one of them with us if you want.
His smile widens, and he's like, Those are mine.
All right.
Oh my.
Yeah.
That's Jen, not Magda. Oh my.
Shall we? As I turn, I was like to like gesture. Shall we leave? I noticed that we're missing someone. Where's
On that note, Luna, what are you doing?
I have been walking around this entire, from where we went into the room, walking out, just tracing my hands across the books, stopping, drawing a penis, keep going in the dust. If there's any
Lovely.
dusty books, I'll just kind of just gently draw, like I'm looking for something.
As you're doing this, you round a corner and you almost come face to face. And at first, it is all you see is just sort of white and blue robes. And you follow this body up, and you see this hobgoblin, like standing about 7 feet tall, sort of hands clasped in front of him, fucking Scarron style. It looks down and he goes, "Can I help you?"
Yes. I am looking for a book on the history of pubs.
The history of pubs.
In general, yeah. A general history of pubs, please. I'd prefer it if it had a green cover. and a red spine.
Absolutely how books work.
And gold pages. She's not breaking eye contact, she's just staring at me, just saying
He
shit.
just stares at you and he smiles and he clicks his fingers, like he unclasps his hands and he clicks his fingers and you hear this like faint sort of like whoosh and like this flutter of pages and a book just literally lands in his hand and it's green. It's got a red spine and it's got gold pages.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he hands it out to you.
But it's not a history of pubs.
What's it? Does it say? Is it a history of pubs? A generalized history of pubs?
As you look at the front cover,
penises on books, probably.
as you look at the front cover, you see it is blank. There is nothing written on the front cover.
I'm just gonna look at him and slowly open the book, rinsing back a bit.
Can you roll me a dexterity savings right now? No, I'm joking.
7.
You're dead. Roll a new character. As you open the page, as you open like the front cover and you look at the first page, it's also blank.
Is this an entire book of psychic paper?
Just gotta really think really hard about pubs. I'm just
going
gonna stare at him and then flick to the other page.
So
I'm guessing
as
it's
you
blank.
are you starting to flick through the pages?
I'm going like very slowly, looking down, looking up, looking down.
Like he's reclassed his hands and he's just looking at you, smiling at this point. And you start looking through the pages, looking up at him, looking back down, and they are all blank. He clicks his fingers again, like he unclasps his hand, he clicks his fingers again and the book disappears. And he almost doubles over, leaning down to talk to you, and he goes, "No more willies." And just fucking walks off.
And then I'm just gonna skip towards the exit. Yeah, her shoes are off. She's feeling great. She's got them tied to a belt. She's just skipping. No, nothing happened.
Working in a library, I sort of wish that that's how it works now.
Oh,
What, just shit appears? or you could just have your shoes off.
If someone's being a bit of a weirdo in the library, I could just pass
Fuck
them
with
a
them.
blank book. Pass them a blank book, freak them out for a bit, and go, not being a dick.
No, it always has to be no more.
Stop drawing willies on my book.
You and me both, dude.
I believe it's anatomy at work. We refer to it as anatomy. No more anatomy.
So
Yeah, more
I think we should.
Oh no, Lily, tell them to draw vulvas. Stop drawing dicks.
No, we're not allowed to
Was
tell them to draw
it
things. We have to
lectures
tell
from
them to
comedians
stop.
that you'd watch that?
What?
Don't matter.
Oh,
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I'll
It
point
just
you
came
to
to me,
it,
but
'cause
clearly we're all feeling similar about this.
I'll tell you after because it's
It's only
I
from the
literally
movement of the
watched it last
hands for me. It's just there we go. That will be. No, we'll keep going. It's one swift
Carry on.
movement. Yeah.
I think we should leave
Like a seismometer.
Brother Anthus to his day and head on to our next possible contact.
Yes.
I would like
Good
to
time.
stay behind briefly and ask him a question.
Before I leave, I shake his hand and
he stands up and he takes your hand and
I'm sorry that it was brought up some horrible stuff.
No.
And
No, it's fine. Just
if anything comes up, you know where I'm staying. And
I can contact you if we find anything. We'll keep looking, but be careful in your search. Sometimes the absence of knowledge can be as telling as the presence of it. Just watch out.
thank you. We'll be careful. I mean, I've got Rim with me. He always looks after me.
I've already got.
Well, he's not
To put itself.
we're not.
I've got Rim with me.
we're never that far away from each other.
I'm not your fucking minder, mate.
I mean, you are.
I'm alright.
Magda, are you
Obviously
staying, or are you sort of like leaving and then sort of doubling back, or?
I'm obviously staying, but I'm also making it clear that I'm waiting for everyone else to leave.
And
Well,
I will pause and just do.
I nod at her. Like she
Okay,
can
let's
stay if
see.
she chooses.
Yeah, and Dara will hang around.
We'll see you out the front.
Thanks, Emphas.
Thank you. So the rest of you leave and head outside, where you find Luna.
Follow a
Waiting in the
trail of
door.
penises and handprints across books.
Magda and Indara, as everyone else leaves, he doesn't say anything, but he looks at you both expectantly and he's I'm guessing there's more.
Well, not about this. I've been wanting to come here for a little while, but I wasn't sure if I was allowed.
Everybody is allowed in the House of Knowledge.
Well, you see, the trouble is that I'm not very bright, and I would probably require some help in finding what I need.
In bridging the gap, you mean?
Yes, that sort of thing.
Yes,
Wow.
dear.
I had quite a sheltered upbringing, you see. There's lots of things like that I missed. I'm trying to find out a bit about my family history.
Okay.
I wondered if you might have anything on the subject, and then I'm going to impart that information to him.
So I'm going to say it takes you sort of like 5-10 minutes to convey what you want, and you see the whole time like his hand is sort of waving, and this quill is like scribbling on another piece of parchment, whatever you're saying. It's very interesting, in fact. And are you looking to just history, family tree, or?
Well, I'm trying to figure out how much of it is real and how much of it has been sort of made up. It's having an impact on my life somewhat.
Okay. He stands up. Are you still sat?
Yes, but if he stands up, then I will immediately stand up also.
He stands up and he approaches you. And as he does, you watch as like his eyes sort of scan you from like head to foot and then back up again, including your cane.
Mm-hmm.
He gets close, but not like uncomfortably close, but like close enough where he's sort of just leaning against the table now, talking to you. There are And roll me a quick insight.
That's not going to go well, though, is it? Oh, no, it did. 21.
Yeah.
21, then you definitely notice as he starts to talk to you, his eyes are not only taking you in, but they are flicking almost quite rapidly in places between you and your cane. There's maybe something. It would take me time, I think. Take a look. There'll be a fee, of course. The house does not remain stood upright on its own.
What sort of fee? I'd be happy to volunteer and help clean books. I'm not very bright, but I can read. I can reshelve books and things if you like.
We'll look into it. You go and do what you need to do with Rin and the rest of your group, and we'll talk after when you return.
Right. I've not been able to find anything out, so...
There are many things within the House of Knowledge that does not exist anywhere else. He leans over and he places a finger on top of your cane.
I don't like that he's touching my cane.
He notices
Which
this.
I am leaning on heavily, now stood up.
He notices this and he goes, don't worry. And he watches his finger sort of slowly traces the beak and the head. In the meantime, maybe ask him.
All right. Thank you. I jerk my cane very subtly away from his hand.
Roll me a sleight of hand.
I'm just trying to break his contact with it.
You both fall down.
14.
Yeah, so you like sort of slip
I just
it
sort
away and then put your hand on it, like as if you're leaning casually. But he smiles. Well, we'll talk when you return.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, I hobble out.
And Indira will stand and she will very carefully turn her chair back around, put it under the table, just touch a hand over her heart, nod her head, and walk out.
It just gives you like a solemn nod. And then as you both walk out, the last thing you see is he sort of like waves his hand and the sliding doors just shut behind you, leaving him in there.
Before we leave, Jacqueline's just gonna be like, say to Rin, look, you can come with me, but it feels like we should probably stop by. And I point towards prayer area with the statue. You don't
Yeah.
have to. I mean,
Yeah, we should.
and just make an offering of a couple of silver pieces.
So you making an offering to Ogma? Okay. Do you say anything, or do you sort of just like?
Temple. Yeah, I am going to stand and hold the piece of song paper that I have, and just say a quick prayer, which I will message you separately.
Cool. So yeah, you say your prayer and you give your offering, and then you meet everyone else.
Yeah.
It's very cryptic.
Ooh.
So much hidden stuff.
I know.
Ooh.
It's exciting. So you all meet back on the steps outside.
I'm just sat on the wall, just kicking my legs back and forth. Still drawing my
Where
stone.
did you go?
What?
Where did you go?
I was checking out a book.
Nice. What was it called?
The long and short of it, how to get to the end of the sentence quickly. As I say that, I'm going to get up and walk over to Rin. Without saying anything, I just hand you the stone I've been drawing on, and then just walk away and hide behind Wraith.
What's
Has it got a penis on it?
Has it got lots of anatomy?
What did you draw on it?
It's a stone of dicks.
If you look at the stone, it has a smiley face on one side with poorly, crudely drawn eyes, and on the back it says, "Thank for help," because I didn't have that much room.
Thank for help.
Thanks for help.
Thank you.
She has walked away. She is hiding behind Ray. She has gone
You can't see her.
kind of red. It's not that red.
I've not even put it in my pack. I've put it in like sort of inside my shield.
This is-
No, not in my shield. My breastplate.
She has gone as red as her pale skin can let her be.
I mean, that's pretty damn red.
I was going to say very, probably.
No, not really.
I mean, it looks quite red.
You'd be
because
surprised.
contrast.
Yeah, I
These
reflect.
things
I
can get us
reflect more for you.
So you're blue.
I've gone blue instead.
So you find yourselves on the steps. Where are you headed next?
I feel like we should go to the Iron Flagon.
Yeah, I feel like it would
Was
be.
that where? Oh, that's where we're going to find Corvin.
Corvin, yeah.
Did
Well,
we
what's
wanna do
closer?
that
Is it
for?
the Merchant's Quarter or is it the Iron Flagon?
Damn it.
What's closer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Iron Flagon would be closer to where you are now.
Go to
And
that
what
flag.
time-
I think we should go to the Iron Flagon.
And the
Oh, we
time?
could've-
You're about midday now.
Oh, it's time for lunch.
I know you.
isn't it?
No, wait. You start for
good to
lunch.
me.
No, we stop for lunch.
for lunch.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
stop for lunch. So yeah, actually, you're probably coming on. You're probably coming on sort of like mid-afternoon, 3 o'clock
It's
ish.
time for afternoon tea.
There we
For a
go.
pint is.
I think so. Well, if we go to the Iron Flagon, we can get a pint.
So anyone, Luna, Risen, and Wraith, because you've been in Neverwinter the longest, can you all roll me survival?
Yeah.
Well, saved. Where is that?
Go fuck yourself. How about that?
16.
At the bottom.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
A 10 minus 1. 9.
So 9.
Yeah.
8.
So not a wisdom-based class.
Risen and Luna.
Like person.
Risen and Luna, you know where the Iron Flagon is. You've been there. You've been there to drink. You've been walked past it, and you like mentally you map out like the quickest route to there. And you know you can be there in sort of 10-15 minutes if you take a few like alleyways and bits and bobs.
Cool. This way then, guys. We're all in agreement.
I think Jackie's frozen. So.
You're leading the way.
Yeah.
I was looking at her like she's not. Oh,
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Editing
Everything's
cut.
gone
Editing
wrong.
cut minute. Because I'm going to find that one frame where it all went fucking wrong.
We just
The
make sure we
layout-
just start moving around so it's an
The
obvious.
layout I've got for it is so like precise now that like I've got this person there, but now it's gone.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. No, it's easily fixed. Easily fixed. It's just it was so
Someone might
funny.
make a note of this.
It froze so bad.
Thick, but I want.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, you froze.
It just
for this
froze.
way.
Oh no, you froze in a really nice way on my
Yeah,
screen.
you did.
Like a really
That
nice
wasn't one of
smile.
those.
It wasn't bad.
Hey.
Yeah, which is how I usually freeze on.
I can either keep it in or have a nat 1. Your camera broke.
That's fun.
Yeah, yeah.
What was the
that.
What was what?
What?
timestamp? Any idea?
Nope.
Nah, I'll find it.
No, I forgot.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's 9:30, so if that helps.
Yeah, it's 9:30 now. So.
So are we heading that way?
142 into it, right?
Yeah, so are you guys all going to follow Luna Arisen?
Lead the way if you know where you're going.
Yeah.
That way, ish.
Cool. So you head down the steps leading away from the House of Knowledge. You sort of make your way down the main street, and then you watch as like Luna Arisen, they start to just dart off down these little side streets and alleyways, and you're like, right, they're either getting us lost or they know the way. You, after sort of 5-10 minutes, you head down this sort of like narrow street that leads slowly to an alleyway. The sounds of the city sort of begin to fade behind you as like these buildings sort of envelop you on either side. And this alleyway it's not small, it's not big, it's sort of like 10 feet wide. But you're walking, you can still hear the sounds of the streets and stuff behind you, but just not as loud as it was before. As you walk down, you see like above you, like washing from houses sort of above you or out on lines. And just as you like come out of this alleyway and then head down another one and pass a side alley, can everyone roll me a perception check?
I would like for one roll to go well at something.
Yes.
Okay.
I want it to be
I did
above a
again.
15 for once.
Where's my dice?
Oh, an 18 minus 1. 17.
18 plus 5. 24.
Nice.
Really carefully choose
22. I got a high number.
18.
18.
I'm busy looking at my rock.
I like this rock. It's a good rock.
It's got a little,
Literally, it's
got
like
a little drawing of fringe on it as well.
I'm like, it's a bit strange, but it's sweet as fuck.
Luna.
Anyone that rolled above an 18, as
Does
you're
that
sort
include
of
an 18?
walking, yeah.
No, get fucked.
I'm in for once.
I'm in. I've done it. You, as you're walking along, sort of chatting, anyone that rolled an 18 or above, you catch just the faintest sound of sort of this whispered voice. Before you can really react, you watch as from the rooftop above you, this figure drops. And we're going to take a quick break.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's John. He's back for revenge.
Oh, God,
Wait,
yeah.
no, Bill's back for revenge.
You fucking dickhead.
Yeah, John and Bill fight.
John and Bill, the champion.
When we get back to the pub, I'm going to
Guys.
slap his face, I'll tell you.
Right, let's
Sober and dangerous.
take 5 minutes, get drinks and whatever, and then we'll come back, all right?
Cool.
Yup.
You.
Okay.
Don't have
Ellie,
like,
you're going to have to cut all of this out.
expectation.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
We
I
love
was,
you.
I
Because
was
we haven't
watching
done
the
the
clock.
intro. We haven't done the next intro yet, have we? So
Oh, the back from break.
Yeah,
She's still got to cut it out.
Ellie told me
I
how
still
much
have
time
to
she
do
had
the
cut
job.
from the start of Witchlight the other day.
Bye.
Oh, yeah,
Right,
what was
on
it?
that.
Like a half an hour
Ellie
of
said
just...
she had to cut like
Right,
half an hour, 40 minutes from Witchlight at the start of the day.
Because we were just making fun of James's camera. That was the whole thing.
Did you
but it
say
kept being
initiative?
spoilers. We kept talking about spoilers of things that related to James's camera. It was just constant. We're like, oh my God, I got to cut all of this out.
I'm going to point out now, I've moved it back maybe like an inch, not mentioned it once.
But now we get your shoulders,
different
James. Not just your
campaign,
whole
James.
head.
It's a different
It's a
campaign.
different campaign.
No, we've got to keep consistent.
An inch.
It's a different campaign now, James. Don't
An
matter.
inch is, an
Get over
inch
it.
is very significant.
It is, yeah.
Honestly,
Quite right.
fucking whiplash.
With the
Got
camera that
with
close,
my
yeah, you would.
ass.
Before we jump back in, so this alleyway that you're walking down is fairly narrow.
Okay.
So you'd be
It
like,
really does count.
can I
Single
have? Can
file.
yeah. No, you've like 2 by 2. Can I have a marching order?
Well,
So
you
obviously
Okay.
you've got Luna and Ritten at the front.
And Dara would have
I'll
been at
be there.
I'm walking with Indara.
Behind them.
I'm not going to lie, roll 20 is still not.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
that's
same.
unfortunate.
Mine's okay.
Have you tried shutting the entire Chrome and then starting again?
Try that.
Open it in Firefox instead.
Yeah.
Open it.
Or use
with
any other
Bing.
browser.
And if you're using anything Windows, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm still
Anyway.
at the library.
I'm not. This is on the new.
Yeah, I'm still on the library as well, but
Yeah, I'm still in the library, and it's working just fine for me.
Okay, that's
I've got to the login screen. That's further than I got last time.
there you
I've
go.
got
Weird.
Indara and Magda at the back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oop.
Luna isn't at the front, and then the rest of you
I'll
just
be
in the
behind
middle.
them.
Wraith is behind us.
I'd sort of be in the centre.
I'm with my girls.
Get on, girls.
Logged out. That's a fucking.
Get on, girls.
I'm in.
No,
Got a big
no.
strong man. Big strong man
Women.
protecting us.
Did it work for you?
With
Mine's
when?
working, yeah. I
While
closed
we're-
Chrome, reopened it, and now it's
While we're
working
trying
fine.
to fix this and make sure everyone's working, any updates on thoughts on character classes at this point?
Oh, I
Any-
definitely got a thought about you
What?
because of something you mentioned earlier. I reckon you're a warlock.
She's a penis warlock.
Oh, warlock. What?
The penis.
Penis
She's a
warlock.
dicklock!
Warcock!
That's the worst
Warlock,
superhero in
oh
My
my
Hero
God.
Academia.
Pact of
Oh
evil.
my god, your patron's just a massive knob.
Right.
Luna!
Rise to the
Right at home in this
occasion.
narrow alley.
What did he, sorry, James, what did he say?
Warlock, wizard. It's something.
What did I
something
say?
magical. You said something about having to write in a.
I said
And I
something
was
about
like,
having to
oh,
write in a
what?
book. I had said
Write in a
something
what?
about writing in a book.
I mean, you could just be writing in a normal book, but I was like,
I had to write in it.
maybe.
Oh, I like it.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I've been trying to do detective work. That's literally.
But you think
That's all I got.
Sorry, kids. It's like an episode of fucking Scooby-Doo over it.
Like an episode of fucking, what is it? What is it? Fucking, oh, what's her name?
Sabrina.
Murder, She Wrote.
Oh, I love
Dun, 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 dun.
that.
Prances around for an hour and then goes, he done it.
That'd be in a couple of-
How do you know? I just think so.
So the only one I've got what Wraith isn't,
Nice.
Yeah, same.
which is not going to be a cleric or a druid or a ranger or a monk because they're all got wisdom
They're all
vibes.
wisdom me, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
But then I'm like, Jackie's done Smashy a little bit already, so would she have wanted to do something else?
Yeah, the only one I've changed in my little, the one I told you, Demo, the only one I've changed is I think.
Hang on, your list
Oh, what
as
is it? Yeah.
as it goes. So me and Ellie had a conversation the other day when we were doing Die 20 stuff. Ellie's guesses after the first session that she locked in was Jen is a monk, Ant Paladin, Lily Ranger, and James Bard.
Wow.
I've
I
changed my
said-
mind on
I
Jen.
think James might be a.
I think Freya might be a cleric, actually.
All the time she plays clerics in Baldur's Gate 3.
Well, no, actually, I didn't even think of that. But it's because, like, perception checks and stuff, she tends to do quite well, which is wisdom. But
Anyway,
Did you say you
did
changed
you
your
put
mind
that
on
whole
Jen?
thing in your
Yeah.
mouth?
Barbarian, I'm thinking.
No, I just got fat hands.
It's like,
What are you thinking of, Jen?
Barbarian now.
Are you changing?
I was thinking that
I'm
earlier.
swinging it to that now. I'm just going to go.
I was thinking that before for how intimidated she made the guy on the street.
Wasn't even that.
I feel
It's really stupid.
Maybe.
it's really dumb.
Just fucking fit.
Well, yeah.
But to be
She
fair,
wasn't very
intelligence is
smart.
not a skill that's required by very many classes.
No, I'm changing
I
it
would
to
say
that.
that
'cause I'm
it's quite
thinking.
like wizard though, isn't it? So like I'm
Intelligence.
cancelling out wizard. I feel like
Mm.
because wizard, I feel like is very intelligent based.
Wizards and artificers are intelligence based.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As we
Yeah.
all learnt
so
from
maybe
Witchlight.
not artificer as well.
As we all know, yes.
Oh, you bitch! Look at James's face.
Was he even listening?
I feel attacked.
Pindar, I'm pretty sure Ranger.
Yeah, I'm sticking with that.
Dirty.
Jacqueline.
Dirty.
Which one is which? Which one? Who's Ren and who's
I'm
Jacqueline?
Rin.
Oh, do we need
Right, 'cause I've got-
next t-shirt?
I
Apparently,
put this the wrong way round in my notes.
I'm Rin.
It's just a
So-
t-shirt that says Jack Rin and then it
James
crosses
is
out the Jack
Jacqueline.
Rin.
James is a jacker.
Rin
Jess just had a
Bard,
fucking stroke.
Jacqueline fighter.
Ooh,
You are.
Oh.
You think I'm a fighter?
Oh.
fighter.
Well, you wanna be a fighter in a boxing
At
ring.
this point, is Roll20 working for you too?
Oh yes.
Or are they big bards?
Yeah, it's working.
Just making sure.
I feel like Ant might be playing a College of Law bard.
I am a
Yeah.
blood hunter.
Bard.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ. You're really upbeat for a blood hunter. It's scary.
This is great.
It'd be interesting, though, wouldn't it?
You're like, oh, I love music. Anyway.
And then I'm wondering if James is playing like maybe a College of the Sword bard or something like that, just to like play off each other, or you've just gone like full on something different with a proficiency in a.
You might have just been playing a normal
An
human.
instrument.
You're just a normal guy.
Just
Dressed
painted
as
myself.
dressed as a
I've done green face.
Dressed
James
up.
is secretly John.
It's just
Dressed
John,
up.
John and Bill.
They're John and Bill.
We painted ourselves green and we're walking around gurning.
We're actually really posh as well.
We're adventurous.
Really bad
We're just playing Barkley and Archie.
Your parents couldn't afford an orthodontist, so.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right, what you got for us, Damo?
Oh yeah, welcome back, everyone.
Is everyone on Roll20 now? Has this happened?
I am on
Yeah, I'm
20, but I am still
Yeah.
at the temple.
We're still at the temple.
Yeah, you will be.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
So
This
you meant to
music has been so weird tonight. I love it. It's been so bubbly and then really like you're in,
I
you're in
caught
chitty
us
chitty bang bang. At one
I caught us
point.
dancing, Ellie.
I think that happened in the room.
As you make your way down this alley led by Luna and Risen, those of you who rolled high enough, you hear this sort of faint whisper of this command that you sort of catch between like the noise from the streets behind you and sound within like the buildings around you. As this happens, almost instantly as you go to say like I've heard something, you watch as this figure just drops down on this like decking outside the back of this house in front of you. This figure you see is like this large human man, like cut off sleeves, sort of like raggedy clothes. He's got a dagger in each hand, bandana across top, and he stops and he looks at all of you. I think you're all looking in the wrong places.
Hello.
Well, we've only been to one.
Who are you?
Fuck's sake, Jen.
Luna walks into his blades.
He as he stands there and he's eyeing you all,
Blurry.
you watch as his eyes start to dart between like the brooches, almost like he's taking them in.
Yeah.
He smiles at your questions. He says nothing else, and he like whistles, and it's this sharp sort of like tongue between the teeth. I can't do it myself. I've tried for years, but tongue between the teeth, and he whistles, and you start to hear this clattering on the rooftops around you, and you watch as 3 more figures appear on the rooftops, sort of surrounding you, and he's like, I said, I think you're all looking in the wrong places. And you watch as like his blades glint, and he sort of goes down into this pounce. Can everyone roll initiative?
Shit.
Can anyone? No.
Not fucking great, mate.
Not great.
Oh, that's okay. Oh no, that's that. Yeah, that.
Cheeky little 3.
Okay.
11.
But you're gonna have to,
Just a cheeky little 3 for
you have to
yourself.
bear with me a little bit whilst we're doing initiative because you're all in separate campaigns. I've got to go old school and do manual written down initiative.
Oh.
I know.
God forbid.
What's that all about? So
Didn't come in to do admin, did he?
fucking that's all the DM is. Fucking admin.
Oh, that's really cool and annoying. I rolled
So-
that 20.
25 to 20.
I've wasted it now.
Yeah.
21.
22. 22.
21 Magda.
It's a nat 20 for 21, yeah.
22 in
Looks like we're going to reveal first, Lils.
22 15.
I got 15.
Cool. 15 to 10.
11.
I got 13.
The bass bard.
13.
That'd be really cool, actually. That's a cool idea.
But it's a cello.
Bass.
You know, wonder about
Just one
that.
big cello.
Double
So
bass.
It's the guy from the
so
dead south.
inconvenient for the fun.
10 to 5.
6.
Oh no.
You got a 6.
I got a 6.
Dice jail.
Right.
I
Is that
fucked
everyone?
up. This is,
That is
this is my
everyone.
favourite dice roll.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
No, I'm missing someone.
A
Where's
butt.
Rin? Yeah.
Why did you get a butt? We're in the most
Ouch.
awkward
You might as well go
positions for
home,
this
Ren.
one, by the way. I've just realised how awkward
Can I
this
just
is gonna
is
be.
there like a barrel of water butt or something? I'll just lean by it.
Ever, you'll be all right.
I guess that Ant's not a dex-based character then.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
I'm off.
Here we go. Are we on a new map yet?
We're on new map.
I'm on the character sheet.
Run on a new map, demo. Can we now new map?
Are we on a new map yet?
Yeah, new map.
Yeah.
New map.
Oh, yeah.
Has
It's
everyone seen new map?
New map.
yeah.
Oh, I can't get my maps over there.
Yeah.
Oh, can I
So
actually
you
see
see-
characters now? Yay.
Oh, that's
You
so
see the
cool.
guy stood in front of you, up on top of the rooftops. You see two sort of medium armor clad. I've just lost all my fucking words. Medium armor clad humanoids. And then you see on like a further rooftop just across from you, and Luna Risen, only you can see this. You see what looks to be a very nervous, sort of young looking guy, sort of clad in just these very simple robes, holding like this wand.
Say
As
young,
the,
like child or teenager?
like late teens, but it can't be any older. You watch as he whistles, and you see the two guys in armor. They pull out heavy crossbows and start to train them on you. So top of the round, we've got Indara.
Okay. So I can't see the little guy on the roof here.
So from where you are, you
Yeah.
see the guy standing directly in front, and you
Yep.
see this dude just up above you. So the buildings themselves are about 20 feet high.
Cool. Okay.
Bomb.
Okay. So first things first, I am going to cast Hail of Thorns as a bonus action.
Yeah.
And then I am going to shoot this bugger with my longbow.
Okay, go for it.
Ranger.
Lovely job. Okay.
Wait,
It's going to be given away in the end.
I'm going to do my very best not to give anything away until the last minute.
New character with this. 19, 26. Yeah.
Like a phone.
26 to hit.
26 to hit.
Fucking
Misses.
You're aiming at a statue.
Yeah, no, like, so the rest of you watch as Indara just in one like almost fluid movement pulls her bow, and like as it's coming across her shoulder, she knocks an arrow at the same time. She's pulled them out with like separate finger and just looses this arrow. This hits direct. Roll damage.
Damn.
Okay, that is 10 straight damage. I need a dexterity saving throw from the guy to see if he takes any thorn damage.
Dex.
Dex.
That's 13.
Ooh, he just makes it. So he takes 3 piercing damage from the thorns as well.
13.
So it's
Very
13.
nice. So you watch as like she looses this arrow, and it almost splits, but it's these like jagged, almost spectral thorns around the arrow as this thing's like, and they all just dig into him. He manages to shift slightly and rip the arrow out quickly and throw it away. Anything else from Indara?
No, she's going to stay where she is. It's not like she'd go very far.
Okay. Magda.
Is there a route to get onto the roof?
You can climb.
Climbing speed is half speed, or is that the same?
Yeah, I think so.
Just check in. Each foot of movement costs 1 extra foot, so yeah, so it's half speed.
Hit.
Yeah, you could just say half speed.
No. More
Okay.
complicated.
I was just checking.
No. I mean, the rules itself could just.
I know.
No,
Why does
no.
it just say half speed?
No,
So
more complicated, please.
He's 20 foot up, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna climb up.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you.
I'm gonna use my dash action to do it.
Okay. Can you roll me nothing? So yeah, you use your dash action, and the rest of you. As this happens, you watch as like Magda just turns, and she finds these footholds and windowsills, and she's fucking just hoofing herself up like with no issue. And yeah, you jump, and you're up on the roof.
Okay. So that's my action and movement gone. I am. That's my go.
Okay. So the rest of you watch at this point as you see like the younger guy on the roof across. He he moves, and as he does, he sort of stumbles and trips, and you hear him just go, "Oh fuck!" And then he looks down towards this guy, and this guy goes, "Fucking do it!" And you watch in his face as he goes, "Okay." He raises this like small piece of like wood that looks like a wand that he's got in his hand, and he sort of taps himself, and you watch as this like shimmer goes across his whole body. That's him done. Okay. And then it's this guy's turn.
Someone's got a schwarm.
This guy seeing you just like you didn't climb, you fucking like pulled yourself up to the point where you like and just appeared on the roof.
Boing!
Yeah. He is going to use his bonus action. You watch as he sort of heavy crossbow goes back on his back, and he pulls out this mace. He is going to run straight up to you, Magda, and he is going to take 2 attacks.
Okay.
So 16 for the first one.
Yep.
17 for the second one. So yeah, he runs at you, and like as soon as you get out, he's almost on you as soon as you get out of the roof, and he's like bang, bang, with this mace straight into your side. You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage from both attacks, as this mace just connects twice, just straight in the ribs both times. He's like,
That's the third time I've dropped my pen today.
Damage.
Ouch.
that is him finished. Wraith.
Oh my god. Okay, so Raif's gonna kind of put Luna and Risen behind him, and then he's gonna lift up his staff and cast.
So you're going to move forward, yeah?
Yeah, and he's gonna attack
Okay.
this guy right in front with an Eldritch Blast.
Oh, really?
There's
Interesting.
There's a 16 hit.
Hang on 2 seconds. Yeah, you're good. 16 does hit. So yeah, you push your way in front and you basically end up face to face with this guy and you slam your staff down. You see this ball of like this almost green energy appear and then just like in his face. Roll damage.
Oh yeah, shit.
No,
Oh,
don't
yeah.
worry. This one's on me.
7. So yeah, this sort of hits him. This hits him face on, and you see like as the smoke and everything else dissipates, he is just smiling at you with these blades still ready in his hands.
Uh-oh.
He likes it.
Do it again.
Wrong campaign.
He
Okay.
likes it.
Anything else from Wraith?
I think that's it for now. All I've got is a reaction.
So it is this guy's turn. He is gonna still with his heavy crossbow out. He is gonna take 1 shot at you, Wraith. You watch as he loads this bolt and just boom in your direction. Oh,
Okie dokie.
good rolls tonight.
No, that's
That is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that just about hits.
just about.
That just about.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's all right. So you take 2 piercing damage as a sort of like hits your robes, but the plates of armor within your robes just like slightly deflect it, and it just catches the top of your shoulder. Jackerin.
Cool. I am. Is each square 5?
Yes.
Cool. And the thing that's to the left of us, would we need to climb up to get onto it?
The platform.
Yeah.
No, it's like that far off the floor.
Cool. Jackerin is going to step forward and spring. I'm going to move there.
Uh-huh.
I am going to. Okay. Get ready for some spoilers.
This was always going to happen. This was always going to happen in the first combat.
I've literally written Wraith Eldritch Blast.
Question mark, says Richard's look.
I'm going to cast Bless.
Oh!
Oh.
Wait, you cast it? You cast him?
Cleric.
You cast then!
Or Paladin.
I'm going to cast it on Rin,
Fuckers.
Ray, and Riz.
Okay.
Get that old Riz.
What are you casting on me, sorry?
Bless.
Blitz.
So add
Bless.
D4 to, you know how Bless works.
I don't.
I forgot.
I'm afraid it doesn't.
New player.
You
New
bless
player, who dis?
whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw, spell end, the target can roll a D4 and add that number roll to the save.
It's an attack roll or a saving throw.
If
Yeah.
you
Okay.
if you want, you can go
Yes.
on D&D Beyond and go onto the spells, and you can type in the spells and see what they do. If it makes it a little quicker and easier for you to remember,
I am
Okay.
on the main page.
past Bless. I'm also going to step up and smack this guy with a sword.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kick his ass.
So do you... So Bless is an action.
Oh, shit. Sorry, no. Ignore me. I can't do that. I can't do that. Can
Step
I
up and-
instead
Stare at him.
bonus action do ensnaring strike?
Yeah, ready for your next one, yeah? Cool. And
So Bless would be my action. then ensnaring strike is a bonus.
Is that only if you've attacked first?
I'm just double checking, but I think so.
The next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack.
Yeah, so you're ready for your next turn when you go.
Sorry,
Cool.
yeah. So I cast
Ideal.
it now, but I'm ready for next time.
Yeah, perfect.
Cool.
Ideal. So that is Jacko finished. Risen, you're up.
Okie dokie. Right.
Risen.
Move to there. And since we're on the subject of spoilers, I would like to rage, please.
As soon as I saw the picture. As soon as I saw the picture.
Yeah. It's like,
That halfling's got a fucking axe.
I mean, how could you say no?
So the rest of you watch as like Risen pulls this axe from her back, and actually, do you want to explain what rage is for Risen and how you rage?
I mean,
I can do it if you don't want
How
it.
you rage?
I feel like you probably do a better job, so yes, please.
So for everyone else in the group, outside of, we all know how barbarians normally rage. It's muscles and veins and the rest of you watch as when Risen pulls her axe, something shifts within her. You watch as her feet become more grounded, her eyes become more focused, and it's almost like her whole body turns to this almost statue of steel that is locked in on a target. There is no visible like bulging and veins and anything else. It's just this steely focus on whatever she is targeting on.
Nice.
Oh, thank you.
What would you like to do?
Gary?
I would like to swing at the guy just on my left, if that's all right. Do I
That's
add a
Wraith.
1d4 to that?
Do you look at him first and go, I'm going to hit you now, just so you know?
That's all right. Yeah.
You've been very bad.
I didn't want to do this. You've made me. All right? I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
You let me down, you let your parents down.
That's canon now, Freya. You're going to have to keep doing that every fight we get in.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
I didn't want to do this, but you've twisted my arm.
All I can say is roll yourself.
Go for it. Roll to hit. Don't forget your +2 as well on your damage.
+2. Do I get a plus d4 as well?
You get a D4
On your attack roll, yeah.
And a d4. So.
Mhm.
Right, so that is 17 to hit.
That hits.
Fantastic. And then damage +2.
Yeah.
Smack that bitch up.
How much?
10.
10. So yeah, the rest of you watch, and this steely focus, and then you watch as Risen as she moves forward, and it's not sloppy. Like, it is calculated. She knows where she's hitting, and she goes in for this strike, and she is straight out and ready for the next. But as you do, you take this like slice out of the side of this guy, and you watch as he doubles it. Fuck. 10 was a good hit.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Go on,
Very
Bill.
nice. Anything else?
Nope, that'll do for now.
That'll do. Luna.
I'll be back in a minute for you, sunshine.
We're going to have a sit down and talk about your behaviour after this.
I've called your mum. Is there any way I can squeeze behind Risen and here?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. If I get 1, 2, and 3. And she's going to face the building with the guy on top. She's basically got her back to that building. She gets a dagger out and she looks scared shitless. That's it.
Okay. That's your whole turn.
She is heavy breathing, watching, mainly focusing on trying to keep an eye on everyone, but focusing on Risen and Wraith.
Okay. And that's the end of your turn.
That's the end of my turn.
Giving nothing away.
Not yet. Not yet.
That's
Rin.
a use of a dagger.
So, I'm going to pull up to this guy. And I'm going to say, you should probably drop your weapons over the edge and disarm yourself.
This guy?
Yeah. And
Or you just shouting at him?
No, disarm is command.
Oh, what did you say, sorry?
So you should probably drop your weapons over the edge and disarm yourself.
Okay. What do you need?
A wisdom saving throw, please.
Ooh.
Oh no, what have I done?
Dun, 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 dun.
That's an 11.
Doesn't make it.
Yeah.
So, this guy has literally just finished laying into Magda with this mace, and he just hears you shout from below, and you watch a sort of Magda. You see it because right in front of you. You watch a sort of his body goes limp, and this look of confusion across his face, and he just goes and throws his crossbow and his mace over the side of the building, and it clatters next to you and Dara.
And then I'm going to walk up over to there, and I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon. Yeah.
Oh, do you know what I haven't done?
It's going to look like an exact copy of Jackarin's sword.
That was fake.
Okay, cool. I haven't done a spiritual weapon. Where is it next to this dude?
Yeah.
Cool. We'll just remember it's
Right
there.
in my notes here.
And I get a swing of that on the first appearance.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. So how?
I know, does he, Lily?
Yes, it does.
You can immediately get one melee spell attack.
Okay, go for it.
The reason I liked that one for so
That's
long
a
is
15.
Yeah, I used it a lot when I was a
50
cleric.
hits.
15 hits, and it is 1d8, baby. 1.
So the sword appears, and he kind of he lifts his crossbow as it comes down to hit him, and it shinks off his crossbow. It just takes a slice out of his arm.
Ow.
Ow!
Wanker.
He doesn't look two-faced.
Cool, that's me.
It's like a paper
Is
cut.
that you done? Anyway, back to the top of the round, Indara.
Okay, how high is this roof here?
That one, 20 feet.
Hi, how are you?
Amazing. I'm going to use my phase step, and I'm going to step up onto this roof because that lets
Very
me teleport
nice.
30 feet as a
So the rest of you watch, almost in this like small kind of tornado of just this fluttering of leaves as Indara just disappears and then appears on the roof above her.
Lovely. And then I am going to decisions. Who shall I shoot? Let's shoot. Let's be mean. Let's shoot the nervous-looking kiddo because I couldn't
Oh my
see
God.
it.
The kid that's been forced. We've got a new
new
thing
James.
happening. Yeah, got a new James.
Indara doesn't know. She doesn't know who the bloke was shouting at. She couldn't see.
Lil,
Anybody, and I hate it.
You want to have? Are you sure you want to have this reputation for the rest of the
Before I roll that, I'm
campaign?
going to roll that sharpshooter. So I take.
are you sure you want to shoot the kid because you know what they like?
Everyone knows
I am
Whatever.
rolling it.
Campaign.
Sharpshooter. So that's -5. So that was 7. That's 20. Not 27. 24. So that's 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Yeah,
poor
I had a
fucking
feeling
kid.
it might. The kid
Well,
needs
he's
to
a
make a dex
teen.
save, please, because I've still got Hail of Thorns up.
He rolled a 4.
Oh, he failed that.
Mhm.
God. And just to check, my dreadful strikes doesn't specify what sort of weapon I hit the creature with. It just says weapon. So that's a bow as well,
Doesn't say melee.
because it just says weapon. It literally just says when you hit a creature with a weapon.
Yeah, no, so it's anything.
Usually it says
Bow as a weapon.
or
Okay, so
No, if it just says weapon, then it's just weapon.
wait.
Okay, sweet. That's
That's a
extra
hack.
D4 on my dreadful strike as well. So he gets 10 piercing damage and 4 psychic damage.
Bloody hell.
Oh, damn.
Right, he's about a teenager, right? He's fucked up. Lily's
Yeah.
the teenager
He's
killer.
the
So,
teenager.
this like nervous,
I'm dealing with some stuff now.
this like nervous looking kid on this rooftop above you. He's sort of like his eyes are darting, and he doesn't look like he really knows why he's there. All he sees is this elf disappear in this flurry of leaves, reappear on the rooftop, train this bow, and just. And you watch as this flies straight, and it's straight through the neck, and you watch as he just.
Oh no.
and topples off the rooftop
Oh my god.
and lands
Insta-kill.
crashing into the barrels next to you, Luna.
Oh dear.
And as you look down, he looks at you with these pleading eyes as you watch the light leave his body.
A slight smile appears on Luna's face.
Oh no.
Like a little curled
no.
smile.
He's very dead.
Oh no.
Hang on, I just need to make a note. Indara is the teen killer.
Teen Slayer.
What you
Oh,
get
if
from
we
being
ever
a
meet
teacher.
Baxter.
Teen Slayer. That's
I am dealing with some stuff here.
The teen slayer.
That's what you said last time.
Is that it, Adora?
out for a walk.
Yeah, that's an action and a bonus action. So she's
Okay,
done.
cool. Magda.
Oh,
We've done enough
fuck.
already.
Okay. I am going to plant my feet and I'm going to lift my cane off the ground, giving it a bit of space. And as I do, the kind of shaft of the cane thickens and the head grows much larger, like the size of a head. Wow. I'm
Jenny,
going
What do you mean?
to
wow?
clean that ring and the head grows larger with a thick
I have to make it witch.
I'm sorry, Jen.
You're not helping yourself here.
I'm not, but I'm embodying Magda. The handle of the cane grows much larger, like the size of a head, with the beak kind of forming the front as it curves down, and then the back of the head kind of taking on a sharp point. I raise the bludger regard over my head, and with your permission, DM, I would like to rage.
Fucking knew it.
Knew it.
Would you like to explain
2 barbs.
your rage
I will explain my rage.
and how it looks?
So I hold this weapon aloft, which is a maul, but the head of the maul is in the shape of a budgie. Hence the bludger regard. I hold it over my head, and as I do, my body almost seems to take on this slight change in form, in that I am much more hench all of a sudden, and my hair is taken on like a kind of greenish hue. I'm gonna twat him with my maul.
So the rest of you see this. You see this physical transformation is not just like she is angry and muscles are tensing. This is a physical transformation. You see like her clothes slightly extend to the point where it looks like seams are going to rip. And you watch as this maul changes above, and as it does, you watch in the head of this maul, where it was once sat this small budgie, becomes this like huge head of a bird. You watch as the eyes begin to glow this faint sort of auburn color as she brings it down on the guy in front of her.
As I bring it down on his head, I scream in his face, and this isn't like, sexy She-Hulk screaming. This is like red face, spittle flying, like pure rage screaming. And as I bring it down on his head, I yell, "Come on then, you spunk-cockily fuck!" And I hit for an 18.
That fucking hits.
Oh.
Oh
My.
That is
Player.
8 bludgeoning damage.
8 bludgeoning damage. So you bring this down, and it fucking you watch as it just hits him right on the head, and his whole body almost fucking reverberates as this down. You watch as his eyes go slightly fucking cross-eyed. The rest of you hear Magda shout these fucking profanities, and her voice changes.
Cover Risen's ears.
Don't listen.
Let them warp your mind. Your rage is perfect. Don't change it. Don't need to
That's it for me.
Magda, in this moment, as this happens and you lift them all back up to get ready to go again, you hear is a little go on then. Do it again. Is that you done?
They love it, don't they?
That is me done. Yep.
Cool. Well, he's dead. Fucking hell. It is that guy's turn. He is going to take 2 more attacks with his mace towards you, Magda.
What, mate?
He doesn't have his mate.
Oh shit!
Grabbed it.
he's gonna fuck it. Like in this moment of panic, he sort of goes, and he's just gonna go in for 2 punches.
He goes to swing and goes, oh yeah.
That's a 7 for the first one.
Lovely.
Nope.
Proper cartoony.
That's a 19 for the second one.
He hits with the second one. Yeah.
So the first one, you literally with your free hand, you just fucking go.
Oh, nice.
And you stop him, and then he comes in and he sort of like hits you with the other fist in the jaw. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to 1 because you're raging.
Fuck
Less
yeah.
than that works.
I barely.
Like,
I barely even read,
as he hits your jaw, you just don't fucking move. Like one of your eyes slightly twitches, and he sort of stops, and he's like almost frozen.
I'm sorry.
I think I fucked up here. Wraith.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I want to Eldritch Blast again.
Yeah, go for it.
Shite. I rolled a 4 plus a 5, so that's a 9.
No, so you go to like you've got Jacqueline
How long
on
does
one
Bless
side,
last?
you've got
Just the next-
Risen. Oh, you got Bless as well. Add a D4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it Race?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I'll put it in there.
I can't do this all day.
A 1.
Yeah, so you go to you like slam your staff down again and go to cast this Eldritch Blast. And as you do, you see this smile flicker across his face as he just like moves and ducks underneath as it just sort of goes across his shoulder.
Was that the one down with us?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Anything else?
Who's evil? That one next to the boy. Oh no, that's Luna.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna hit her.
Hi. Can I disengage and stand behind Rez?
You've used your action to attack.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's all I can do then, I think.
I'll be here then.
Okay, so this guy up here is like he's wildly looking around with his crossbow. Now he looks down and he sees the body of this like teenager just crumpled next to Luna. Luna, you see as he just trains his crossbow on you with a 21 to hit.
Nah.
Misses.
Yeah,
No, fine.
Oh my god!
I said as if it was a question.
God, mate.
No, you don't understand. I'm invincible.
I made my character. I said they couldn't die.
Why aren't you listening to me?
As this crossbow bolt just pierces into your like ribs, it digs deep, and you take 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And that's him done. Jacqueline.
Trying to look past where we're at with this kind of cluster of people. Does it look like the kid is dead?
You can make a perception check for a bonus action.
Yeah. 12.
12. 12 will do it. This kid is fucking dead. No, he has got like an arrow through his throat, poking out the other side, blood all down his front, and he is pale, unmoving.
Jacqueline. Fuck's sake. And then I'm going to attack the guy in front of me with my longsword.
You go for it.
Remember your ensnaring thing as well.
Yeah. I've got to hit him. That's a dirty 20.
Hits.
That's 10 damage.
Nice. Yeah, so you bring your longsword down, you just like straight fucking across the chest, just straight through his armor. You see blood start to like seep out now.
And can I get a strength saving?
You can.
Got to be 12.
10.
Okay, he's restrained.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, what does your ensnaring strike look like?
Ooh. No, I'm not going to try and make it too cheesy. I think we just go with
With the what, sorry?
the thorny vines. We go with the vines.
So yeah, you watch as this longsword hits and like rakes across his chest. As it does, you see these like vines almost spring out from the wound.
Yeah.
And sort of just wrap around him and down to his feet, and he's just sort of stood there, like dagger still in his hand, just like
Damn.
restraining against this.
I just look at him and I go, drop him.
You could if you hadn't used your bonus action.
Can I just speak? Can I just say it?
Yeah, you can say it.
I just look at him and I say drop. I'm not trying to make any check or anything.
Okay, cool. He just fucking spits at your feet. Risen.
Cool. I take another swing.
So you have advantage because he is restrained now.
Ah, okay.
So you know what advantage is, don't you?
Yes. So that is 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Fantastic.
Smashing.
And then it's roll plus 2, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
13 damage.
13 damage. So yeah, you're just fucking that same steely focus. Like you haven't taken your eyes off him this entire time, and you're just staring, almost unblinking. And you go in with this almost precise, swift swing again, just digging into where you hit before and ripping out another chunk. He is not looking great. With that, it is his turn. So you watch as like he's still restrained, but he like manages to sort of like get his hands free. He is going to take 2 attacks at you, Jacqueline. Both with disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Probably hit with fuck all. No, that's a natural one for the first one. I'm going home. And a 7 for the second one. So yeah, he misses both times. Like he goes to hit, but just because of these vines wrapped around him, he's just kind of like, yeah.
He also takes 3 pierce.
What? Because he's tried to attack.
No, while restrained by this spell, the target takes 1d damage at the start of each of its turn.
Nice. So yeah, as he pulls against it, you watch as these thorns wrap around and just dig into his body a little bit more.
I just wink at him.
He's fucking. He's like almost foaming at the mouth.
If
Luna.
Magda weren't so cross, she would definitely think that's disgusting.
So nasty.
Go on then, I'm going to have a bit of fun with this. So, the dickhead on the roof.
Yeah.
But not the dead kid, because he's dead. The kid's dead. And no longer on the roof, he's dead.
The other dickhead on the roof.
Frinky's
The other
dead.
dickhead on the roof.
Yeah, the other roof.
I'm not going to do it now. You're not going to reveal anything. Yeah,
Just
Luna's just
stand
going
up.
to turn to him with so much like crazy in her eyes now. And I'm going to, as a bonus action, just look up at him, point, click my bones cracking underneath the pressure of it, and cast Blood Puppet. Could I get a Constitution saving throw, please?
We're an avatar now. She's a waterbender.
No, she's a
Bloodbender.
blood.
She's a
That's
bloodbender,
just
yeah.
stupid.
That is a 5.
Fail.
Yep.
As an action, or what should I do? Which one should I do? Oh, let me just double check which one I'm going to do, because for fun. I'm just going to do plaything. Yeah, I'm going to do plaything with it.
Okay.
So basically, forcing the target to carry out any physical task what I want it to.
Jump.
Okay. So what is it?
Yeah, just walk off the roof.
Jesus Christ.
Bye.
Damien's like, not how I saw this playing out.
This is exactly how I saw this going.
Right and centre.
Dara just murdering
3, 10
teenagers.
feet. I didn't see that, to be fair. So yeah, this. Do you want to explain, Ellie, what it looks like? Like,
Oh yeah, okay.
you sort of like hand out bones cracking, and then what happens?
Yeah, so if you can see it, you see Luna after getting hit by this arrow, she just turns very like jagged movement suddenly, staring at this guy, which I can't do because it will hurt. I'm old, and just straight point, like kind of points at him, but her fingers are trying to like puppeteer almost. Which since he failed, he just starts like doing the same motion, like clicking almost like a puppet. He's just kind of jagged movements, and I just kind of go as in to bring him closer to me.
So you watch as this happens, and it's not fluid as this happens. This guy sort of like almost the crossbow goes limp in one hand, and his bones start to twist and crack, and he starts moving. You can see the fear and urgency in his eyes of he doesn't know what is happening to him. And then you watch as like his leg sort of jaggedly comes up into like a Karate Kid pose for a second, and then he just steps into nothing. And you watch as his body just goes, hits the ground below. He's going to take 7 points of bludgeoning damage as he hits the floor. And you see him on the floor now, still sort of twisted up, like one arm behind, and the other one up here, but just face down in the floor, just unmoving and prone.
Bloody hell.
Let me just double check something for you, Damo.
When does that end? Is that
Yeah,
what you're
that's
checking?
literally what I was checking for you. While I'm doing that, Luna is actually going to walk over towards him. So 5, 10, 20. I'll stand there. 25.
As Luna walks down the alleyway, she's still got like a hand trained on this guy, and you can see like he's still clicking and cracking, and she's almost moving in this like jagged but fast way. And it's kind of like, as she does, you see like the blood around the dead body by her feet just slightly moves and follows her as she goes, almost like the sea ebbing back and forth.
You can. I've lost what I was reading because that was just a really cool description of how it works. You can use at the end of the creature's turn, it can make another Constitution saving throw.
Okay, cool. With that, Rin.
So I am gonna run around here and get to the boy as quickly as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna remove the arrow from his throat.
Put it
I'm
back
gonna
in.
put my hand on the wound and cast Cure Wounds.
So you cast, you run over, you pull the arrow out, and there's like this sort of like a small spurt. You can see where the blood is starting to coagulate around the arrow.
Yeah.
You cast Cure Wounds. The spell works, but nothing.
I'm visibly angry.
Uh-oh.
Where I, in the distance, that's like not even really looking. I command my sword to plunge into the guy that's just fallen on the roof. If it can be thematically as it's happening, which would be
As he's falling, so
As he's
he like
falling.
hits the ground, and then all of a sudden you just see hit this sort of like rigid rigid body on the floor.
Would I get advantage on that hit?
Yeah, because he's prone.
A 20 something.
Yeah, hits.
That's another D8. That makes up for the last time is 7.
7. Nice. Yeah, this just slams through, almost like pinning his shoulder to the floor.
Cool.
Very nice. Anything else?
No.
Cool. Top of the round, Indara.
Okay, Indara is going to. Can Indara actually see this guy at all, or is he pretty obscured now?
Now he's on the floor. You won't be able to see him. No, the only one you'll have eyes on is this one and this one.
Right.
Back
Okay,
away
I'm
from
going
my
to drop
kill.
my hair of thorns in that case because I don't want to hit Magda with them. And then I'm going to sharpshooter shoot at him again in front of Magda.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, that is 2 minus 5, 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Cool. Okay, he can have 3 psychic damage for my dreadful thingy. And then he can also take 10. That is... Oh, do I get an extra 10 with sharpshooter, actually?
I think, is it drop 5 and then add a d10, or is it
Drop
just
5,
straight
no,
plus
drop
10?
5 and then add straight 10. So
Nice.
that's 20. Round 20.
20.
Pierce
So yeah,
damage.
Magda, as you're sort of like, you're squeezing up for another hit, you just hear sort of from across the other rooftop, and you watch as just side of the head, and it almost just takes him out of your sight as he just and hits the deck next to you. Finished.
Damn.
Fucking Punisher up here, look. With that, Magda, it's your turn.
She's built to shoot things.
I'm just going to angrily, and stomp over this way so that I can see what's happened to the guy who's lying on the floor. Is it a bonus action to change weapons?
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm going to...
You have enough movement that if you wanted to, you could jump.
Do a superhero landing.
I mean, it's half damage,
The
right?
Black Widow
Full
landing.
damage.
Landing on him.
You're always posing.
Yeah.
So
It's entirely up to you. I'm just saying
was-
that's that. You could stomp across the
He's
rooftop
25
and do
foot,
like a
okay.
full leap. Yeah.
okay, I'm going to do that.
Cool.
Was it 2d6 for the 10 feet, 20 feet?
Yeah, I've already rolled. It's you take 3 bludgeoning damage. So the rest of you watch as Magda now in this sort of like a hulking form, just like doof, 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 leaps off this fucking like Luna. You see this like above you. You just see this huge form of like Magda just leap off the building and just slam it into the ground next to you. You watch as the paving stones below her feet just crack.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna
Shit.
bludgeon him with my bludgerigar.
Go for it. You got advantage on that roll as well.
'Cause he's a prone motherfucker. Oh my god, that's awful. I got a natural 1 and a 3, so
Oh.
You got your knees landing.
Hold on. I think I've got a thing for this. Right, well, one
For
second.
that.
It's called
I mean, I hope
mockery.
so.
Mockery.
Oh no, I don't. Sorry.
Oh,
Go
well.
again. I
She giveth and taketh away.
Yeah, you raised me up.
Oh, another giveth.
no, I can do something. I think.
To stab me in the
Just
gut.
kidding.
Don't be-
No, only
you
like-
had
no,
to
never mind.
succeed. No, you had to succeed for this to work. Sorry.
What's the?
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
One more,
There's
Jackie.
so many promises there, Jackie.
One more.
I'm so excited. I really thought.
Just do it again.
Anyway, it's an 8 to hit.
Oh,
So yeah, as you do, and just in this pure blind rage, you fucking just miss. Like Luna, it almost hits you in the foot. Like it's so close, it just slams into the ground next to you, and goes back up. Magda is just there, like this fucking like bloodshot eyes, and
Luna doesn't react at all to that. Just focused. Though is impressed.
dead.
Superhero landing, which I didn't do.
With that, it's Wraith.
It's me.
It's me.
Is he still fucking breathing? I guess so. 'Cause we haven't.
Dude in front of you, yeah.
Yeah, he's getting it.
It's an again.
So can you please roll me an intelligence saving throw, please?
Oh, I'd love to. That's a natural fucking 20.
Bullshit.
Which is really good because I just looked at his intelligence and went, oh no.
No. Well, that doesn't happen then.
Sorry.
That's the
Thanks.
trailer right there.
Ruining it.
No!
Anything else?
That's my action. I might just. Is there any more baddies anywhere? That one there.
There's the one that's prone. Maybe,
Fuck
yeah.
off.
There's the
I'm
one
just-
on the roof that shot a teenager.
I mean,
I'm just gonna.
there's two people
Misty
in this group that
step.
might think that.
I'm just gonna.
Interesting
misty step
conversation after this fight.
on top of the roof, just there.
You're gonna what?
Misty step.
Oh no! So yeah, the rest of you watch as this almost blizzard appears around Wraith, and it's almost like this whoosh, and like Jacqueline, you feel it. It's like this almost hit of cold as Wraith just and then reappears on the roof next to you guys.
Shoop.
Right, it's this fucker's turn. He's gonna get up. It's not very
No.
well.
No, you're not.
No, he's not. Roll a Constitution saving throw. That's
He is not.
Oh, fuck off. That's 13.
13. That's exactly what you need.
Oh, so he
It's
breaks.
13, but that is at the end of your turn, so you can't do shit.
So yeah, you feel this like power ebb away, Luna, as this guy fights, and you start watching as he starts to make his way like to his feet now.
Angry.
Jacqueline.
Cool. I'm just gonna twat this guy with my sword.
So you've still got advantage.
Yep. It's a nat 20.
It is. Fuck yes.
No, that's too much. Too much excitement.
Calm
Too
down.
far, man.
Right, calm down. Near the end of the episode. Calm
I
down.
also get so when you score a critical hit, roll one of the weapons dice.
I mean, I was going for.
Roll one of the weapons dice one additional times.
So I think we did with the new one. Yeah, you get full damage. So what's your plus to your damage?
Yeah, no, it was more of a. I've also got attack.
Brutal critical.
You've got what? Sorry.
I've got savage attack.
Savage attacks. It's a little thing.
So it says when you score a critical hit, roll one of the dice additional added damage. But do we ignore that and just go?
Absolutely fucking not. No.
Because it'd be
So
full-
what's
full
your
damage.
plus to damage?
So it's full damage. Roll.
Yeah.
So
Well, it'll be full damage. So it'll be 1d10 for your longsword.
It's 1d8.
1d8 because you got a shield, yeah.
Yeah.
Plus
3.
so 8, 9, 10. That's 11 that you've already done.
And then
Yeah.
roll.
So then roll a normal attack and then add your extra dice. Add your savage attacker. Is that how it works? You just add an extra dice? Or do
Yeah,
you
so
get an extra
one
attack?
of the weapons dice, one additional time.
11 plus 3.
3. And then roll your d8 again.
Savage.
5.
11,
19.
Fucking orcs, man. Lovely.
19 points of damage. So yeah, all right.
No, it's
Shut up. Shut up. You fucking swing, and like at this point, the rest of you watch as like Jacqueline sort of like tightens up his stance, and he comes down and he cleaves through this guy, like through the neck into the chest, and then just rips it out. And this guy is still snarling at you, just falls. Still encased by all of your like thorns, just falls to the ground. Fucking sick. Anything else?
As a bonus action, if you wouldn't mind, I'm going to take my insignia.
You're gonna what?
Take my insignia off.
Drop the sound. Just say the second
insignia.
half.
Insignia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to take it off.
Yeah.
Put it in my pocket.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
okay.
going to have a wank.
Cheeky work.
Cut out at the exact same point both times.
Yeah.
yeah.
One more time.
Okay, cool. Risen.
Cool. So that guy's done. Hang on. How far can I get? Right. So even though Rin's in the way, can I move to there?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Yep. Lovely.
You can pass. You can pass through your allies.
You're tiny, and you're tiny.
Also that, yeah, teeny tiny. I run between his legs. And
Slide. You just slide in the most perfect, like Beverly Hills Cop, Lethal Weapon, fucking floor slide.
You've got some heat.
Whee!
Well, yep. And then take a swing at the one remaining.
Rolling death.
Call me the Rolling Death. I mean, that's the name of an episode.
That's a roller derby name, that is.
That is actually, I love that.
I thought it's the name of one of the dragons in How to Train Your Dragon.
Is it?
No, that's Whispering Death, sorry.
Your knowledge is far superior than ours, Jackie.
That's a different death now.
What did you roll to hit?
Nat 20.
Oh,
Wow, man.
Hell yeah.
They're all coming out.
Oh, it's all coming together.
Go on,
Right,
guys.
so same again, full damage plus a roll.
Full debt.
So it'd be you D12, 1d12 plus, what's your plus to the attack? Damage.
Plus 2.
So you straight away do 14 damage, and then you roll a normal attack and add it to that 14.
And what about my plus 2 for rage?
Yeah, you had that.
So yeah,
so
Add that on
16
as well.
so far.
Everything,
16
all
so
the
far.
maths.
Yeah.
And then
And
just a
then-
straight roll, right?
let's do another straight roll. Yeah.
23.
23. So yeah, you run and you like slide through Rin's legs as he's sort of standing over this kid, like trying to fucking try to cure wounds, nothing's working. And you watch as like Risen slides past you, and it's not. There's nothing unfluid about Risen's movements when she's raging. Like she's so locked in and focused. She slides and almost like perfectly just comes back to her feet. And as she does, the great axe is already coming down on this guy. And it just goes straight through his chest, just slam. And you hear the floor below like fucking hit. And you watch as this guy just fucking spurts blood, gargles, and goes limp.
Savage.
Nice.
I'm so proud.
And that
Yeah, me too.
is the end of combat.
Go on, Ruth.
Oh.
And that is where we'll leave it for tonight.
Oh, so many questions.
Can we play the guessing game again?
Let me write angry at the end of my notes so I can remember for when we
I'm angry.
Can you just remind me? I'm pissed off.
Oh, wait. Arrow in Dara.
It's going to be a very serious dad conversation coming up here.
Oh yeah. Don't worry.
Oh dear. Oh
She's
dear.
going to pull out her own father for this conversation.
So, as Jackie said, would we like to play the guessing game again?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
To say, Jen, vindication. Thank you.
Yeah, because you said Barb from pretty much the very start, didn't you?
Of the
No, it was,
break,
it was Monk for a bit.
It was
The
Monk
start
for
of
a
the
bit.
break, yeah.
But it has been a week. I've been thinking it's a barb. It's going to be a barb. It has to be. It makes so much sense.
I
I
feel
love the blood rigor.
Yeah, that's fine.
I couldn't.
It's so clever.
The guy shoulder checking me, I was like, oh, I know how I would react to that, but it's going to be a bit of a giveaway. But I was like, well, play your character. My character is entirely built around the Bludgeogar. It came to me while we were playing Saltmarsh, and I was like, that would be a really funny weapon. And then I was like, well, what I've now built my whole character.
Yeah. like
Oh,
it.
everyone is. Yeah, obviously.
I wasn't trying to figure it out because I was like, is this like a
Do you want
You're cutting out a lot, mate. I can't hear.
In a lot, James.
Ellie? I know what
Trying
you
it
are.
now.
Do you want me to reveal?
I was
it?
saying that
Do you?
Yeah,
I kind of
Sure.
got like a Jekyll and Hyde impression.
I've got both of that campaign settings book. So
Are you
Go
sure?
on, then. What do you
Yeah,
think,
what do you
Ellie,
think it is?
Blood Domain Cleric.
Mm.
It's up to you, Ellie. You can say yes or no.
I'm going to say it very nice and calm. No.
Oh, damn.
Can you get a blood to
That is a damn good guess, though.
That was actually, yeah, that's really fucking
Yeah.
good.
That is a
I think
damn
it's
good
something
guess.
homebrew. Damien did say we can
Yeah,
have homebrew.
if it's not that, then it must be something. You are Al, Talus, and Jaffe. So.
I think I'm more of a Sam Regal, but I'll take it. But I do play
So
the
obviously,
characters.
I think we all know at this point what Indara, Risen, and Magda are.
Oh,
Yeah, Lily's got to be a ranger. Definitely.
Yeah, 100%.
Definitely.
A murdering ranger.
Yeah.
Child murdering ranger.
I
Yes.
think Jackarin's a paladin and Rin is
Yeah.
a cleric.
Yeah. Someone in this group had to be the child murderer. Okay.
I mean,
I'm just,
You know, no one had
Anyone has
to
to
be.
be a child.
Oh, hang on.
just
Hang on.
relieving James of the burden.
Problem is her.
episode
Hang on.
2.
Now that kid's dead, I'll just
No, whoa.
I'll just get rid of that.
Oh no!
Accidentally murdered.
Just get rid of that one. That can go in the bin. Yeah.
Like Lily knew.
But
Yeah.
in Indara's defense, she didn't see this kid looking really twitchy and nervous.
She didn't. You were too far
I
away.
didn't.
Yeah.
I was
She
too
just
we
far
saw it
away,
got
and
into
I was
combat and
blocked
saw
by buildings.
4 enemies.
So Indara emerged on the roof, saw a magic user, and fell back on what her father
I
always.
mean, also, there's ways that we try and help him. I
Yeah,
guess.
I ain't got the spells to do.
Yeah, but Indara wouldn't have known. Indara didn't see the kid be nervous. Indara didn't see who the guy was shouting, just do it at. She just appeared on the roof and saw a magic user.
She's a
And it's
ranger.
lovely that you're
She's a
making the,
ranger way.
it's lovely that you're making the excuses right now in the same way that Baxter talked about the fact that kid was a zombie creature.
Gonna have to
Your
get your
elf
microphone,
eyes.
dude.
Your
Because you
elf
cut
eyes.
out so often.
Your elf
Yeah,
eyes.
you are cutting out a
Fuck
lot.
all.
Why is it cutting out now, though?
It's been cutting
Right,
out
I'm
all
going to bounce,
session.
guys.
It's been cutting out all
Thank you,
session.
Damo.
No, that was fun.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Bye.
Anyone? Any guesses? Me?
Warlock.
Warlock.
That, or you're a sorcerer that's taken a feat to use Eldritch Blast, which I've definitely done before, but I would have said Warlock.
Yeah, maybe.
He's so desperate to share. You see it.
I'm the last remaining unknown.
Unknown. I think I think Risen's an artificer, obviously,
Yeah, it makes sense though, doesn't it?
or a wizard.
It was really funny from my perspective, creating everyone's characters with them, and being the only person that knew, and then just seeing two very vastly, completely different barbarian builds.
Yeah, I love that.
It's so
I like
good.
that.
Like I don't know if I got it across well enough, but there is nothing angry about Risen, even when she rages.
It's
And it was
quite
just-
serial killer.
Yeah,
It's very
It's
Calm and collected.
Yeah.
yeah.
The quiet serial killer vibe.
Precise.
Not serial killer so much as protective.
Mm.
but it's
Which
very
will come out
controlled.
later, and if we talk any backstory.
Has anyone else? Now, this might give me away a bit as well, but has anyone else got a subclass?
No.
No.
No, I haven't. No.
I actually don't, so I'm alright.
I'm just wondering.
I mean, technically, you do.
Technically. No, I don't.
Oh yeah.
Kinda. Maybe.
But no, I don't though. Shut the fuck up.
But no, you don't.
No, yeah,
Everyone has a
Even-
class and a
Even do
subclass.
I was just trying to
That's
count
gonna be
out.
they're gonna be the big ones for everyone to try and figure out.
So the subclass things, yeah.
Hmm.
Shame,
Yeah.
'cause I just don't have one.
I think yours is going to be difficult. Learning, 'cause it sounds like it's homebrew, so it's not going to be an easy one to figure out regardless, because there's so
Well,
many
I'll give you a
ways that
clue.
could happen.
I'll give you a little clue. The class isn't homebrew. The subclass is. So that's as far as I'm going to let you know.
I thought from the start you were possibly warlocky, just because the way that I'm
Like to
gauging that you
move.
access your
So
the way that you like to access your power seems kind of like intrinsically linked, but equally you could be a sorcerer.
and the book as well. I'm just going to throw that one back out there. Detective work by James. The book.
The book, yeah.
But you haven't seen
Yeah.
the book, so you don't know what kind of book it is yet.
I don't know what sort of book it is, but I was like,
But it sounds packed with
There's a fucking book.
That's a book right there.
Book again.
You've got pencils. You must have a book.
you got it.
You warlock.
She
What
uses
you're
the
writing,
pencil to stab herself in the eye.
You're gonna
Bells,
get,
your memoir.
you're gonna get so
Yeah.
confused when you see me actually cast a spell.
Yeah, I think we are.
Thank you guys so much for watching session 2 of Neverwinter campaign. Be sure to subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with our adventures, and like the video and share it around if you can. Pretty wild fight, right? Did you guys guess what our classes were? Why don't you drop a comment to see amongst yourselves what you guys guessed?
End.
I wasn't going to tell you ended.
Little card.